Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. So today we're gonna take a look at Mohammed and Danielle from 90 Day Fiancé, or should I say it as he does, Dinyelle. And he always does his face like that too when he says her name, like it's so funny. So, and I saw on Reddit people call it Dinyelle or something like that. So I just want to see like did they actually like really love each other? Like, was this a real relationship? You know, I know that obviously it's over, but I got into the show kind of late and I was always like so confused by their connection, and so were a lot of other people. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look there and see what's going on. Spirit, please join us today and tell us about the relationship between Mohammed from Tunisia and Danielle from Ohio, who starred on TLC's 90 Day Fiancé. Please let us know anything that we should about this relationship. Was it real? Was it fake? Did they love each other? What should we know? We only ask to gain clarity and understanding and not for bad intent. Thank you, Spirit, for blessing all that we ask about and all who are watching this video. So if you guys are new here, I am Bella Love from PsychicBellaLove.com. You can book your own personal private reading with me on my site and use coupon code BELLA20 at checkout for 20% off your reading. I will have all the information linked in the description box below, as well as the November email reading specials as well, which include past life, palm, or 5 questions, which are $45 each. And all of the proceeds from email readings will be directly donated to a family in need as we help people get through the upcoming holiday season and winter time. And then also make sure you are subscribed to enter to win. We are so close. I just checked. I think it said we had 280 subscribers. So we are about 20 away from the giveaway. So we're just like inching close there. But I appreciate everybody who has been liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all of those things. I do truly appreciate you. I do have a comment shout out coming up. My phone is being extremely slow in loading that up. I've been going back and forth trying to give myself permission because I gotta upgrade my phone. It's just been like ever since the last update and the new phones came out, it's really struggling, but I'm trying to give myself permission to just go ahead and get the fancier one this time. I'm cheap. Spend money like nobody's business on other people, but not so much myself. Mom problems, right? So I always feel guilty like to spend that much on something for myself. Okay, even though I'm sure I can just write it off as a business expense at the end of the year, but yeah, no. Okay. So well, Mohammed definitely saw this as an opportunity to give himself a better life. Because we have this high priestess energy here with this 5 of coins and 3 of coins, where it was like, and then this knight of coins, you know, this like kind of immature motivation to go help yourself financially. And that was the underlying motivation of this connection as far as like his end was concerned. Obviously, you know, looking back on this whole situation with the Star card and the 4 of Wands, you know, it turned into the 10 of Swords for him. I keep getting that and I'm going to pull more cards because this is just me intuitively picking it up. Like, he felt like if there was at least some friendship there and they got along well, it was like, we can be okay. Like, the other stuff, me not being attracted to you or us not being, like, really, like, this super compatible match, like, you know, I can deal with that as long as we can get along well and there's friendship there, and then I'm given sort of like the opportunity to create new opportunities for myself. But he feels like the way that things worked out, like it just wasn't gonna happen for him in that sense, because it's like the 7 of Wands and then the 6 of Swords and then this 4 of Cups. It's like, I put myself in a situation I shouldn't have, and looking back, like, there was so many times that he wishes, like, he would have just held out for somebody else to have this opportunity with, because it's like, now looking back, like, I see, like, I probably could have gotten somebody that didn't have all the problems that she had, didn't have, like, we were able to get along, you know, that person had more money, like, I probably would have been a little more attracted to them or whatever. Like, I should have just held out, is, like, what Spirit is, like, explaining this as with him. Now, here with this Queen of Cups is Dinyelle. She thought with this Justice card and this, like, 10 of Cups that she was getting her justice, just like due rewards or whatever. Like, oh, I've been through so much crap in my life with other people and now I have this amazing guy. But obviously that wasn't really the case. But there was also from her end, with this Page of Swords energy, a lot of manipulation too. A lot of not being super honest or crying, doing things to get her way, trying to present things in a different sense than they actually were, which I know we saw it played out on the show, in that, you know, once Mohammed got there and it's like, oh, well, we don't have electricity and the phones are shut off and there's this and there's that and they're about to evict us, like, it was like, that's not what I signed up for, you know. Both of them, with the Death, the Strength, and the 8 of Wands cards, are doing much better without each other. But it wasn't, you know, obviously, I feel like neither one of them completely really was looking at the whole situation logically. They were both looking at it as like, what can I gain out of it? Because obviously, if she was really, like, you know, looking at things clearly, she would have been able to see, like, this man has no interest in you. See, it's the 3 of Wands with this 10 of Swords. Like, you weren't looking at the whole situation, because if you did, you would have seen that there is no way that things could have, like, actually worked out between the two of you in the long run. And her being the Queen of Swords ran him off to go be the Knight of Pentacles. Like, because there's this 7 of Cups here too. It's like, the more that she fought with him, the more that he became more focused on going out and trying to make money and trying to find a way to walk away from her, because he felt like she was super emotionally manipulative. So to him, it was like, why am I going to stay in this house with you? Like, I'm literally going to find any job that I can that's going to, like, transfer me, like, across the country from you. Or that we have to work 6 day a week, 24-hour shifts. Like, it's like, really, like, if I'm getting money out of it, I'm going to go do it because it gives me an opportunity to get away from you. Obviously now, with this Moon card and this Ace of Pentacles, she does feel like things were exposed, his motivation being financial, and that because, you know, like, Mohammed did feel so like he was in jail in this situation at times, that, of course, you know, we all know that he broke free away from her. Dinyelle, you need to stop blaming everything, though, on other women. Because there's this energy of her looking at this situation and them not working out as being caused by other women, or him trying to go out and cheat on her and this and that with this High Priestess and this Queen of Cups energy. But that was not the case, because with this Eight of Wands, this Temperance, this Ten of Cups, and this Wheel of Fortune card, Mohammed was more about chasing his happiness than he was about other women. Like, he feels like, well, I went through hell to get here. I went through everything that I had to. I put up with so much to be with you. Put up with so much crap in that relationship. Now that I'm free, all I care about is finding my happiness. And it wasn't, or now that I can find an opportunity to work myself free, you know, I'm trying to find my happiness. And I think that, you know, I keep getting to, there's a lot of immaturity with Mohammed. Like, maybe he grew up super sheltered or something like that, because it's almost like one of those, like, you know, Amish kids, or a kid that grew up in a cult or like a super strict religion that, like, once they grow up and they get away from it, they're like, party all the time, you know? Like, I feel like Mohammed was sort of trying to kind of find himself and experience a lot of what he felt like he didn't get to growing up, and stuff that we would usually not be so excited or impressed by at his age, because he was, what, like 27, 28? So, but to him, it was this whole new world. Oh my God, girls can wear shorts. I can have a conversation with a girl in public. My mom's not going to tell me not to look a girl in the eyes. Like, what is this? You know? So it was almost like this kid in a candy factory. But it really wasn't, oh my God, like, I just want to go cheat on Dinyelle. It was more about finding himself, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit, did Mohammed ever love Dinyelle? Also, for some reason, I don't know why, and I hardly ever get this energy off of people, I almost feel like maybe he is asexual. Because I know there was, like, some people speculating that maybe he was into men and not women. I don't get that he's not into women. I get that he doesn't know how to, like, deal with them. Or maybe he's just very repressed, you know? But I mean, some of the stuff that... I feel like, you know, in a sense, it's almost like Dinyelle and Mohammed, you know, and then there's Dinyelle and Azin, and I guess Azin and Mohammed are probably, like, very close in age, but I get, like, it's almost like Dinyelle could be Nicole's mom in a sense. I don't know which one of them was more delusional. So with this King of Pentacles and this King of Cups, Mohammed felt like if the money is there and I'm able to create success and wealth and take care of myself and explore the opportunities that I saw in America, because this is the one thing that I have to give him credit for, guys. When we talk about him almost sort of taking advantage of the situation or whatever, he wasn't coming here depending on Dinyelle being rich and, like, just giving him all this money while he sat on his ass. He actually planned on coming here and working. It's like, if I was a truck driver where I came from, like, I would make pennies and I wouldn't be able to support my family. But here I could make a really good living with it. Same thing with even, like, a job at McDonald's or a factory. He felt like that was, like, more pay, more opportunity. You could make something more out of it here than you could where he was coming from. So he wanted to work. It was just like, well, I can get better jobs there and I can make more money there. So it wasn't like I just completely only want to take advantage of Dinyelle and sit on my ass and have her take care of me. No, it was by being with Dinyelle, I'm creating an opportunity for me to be able to provide for myself. So as long as he felt like he was given those opportunities to make something of himself, he actually was going to be more emotionally open towards her. However, with this Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Three of Swords energy, obviously we know that felt like this impossible undertaking to him. Now with this Three of Swords, I don't get it being so much as cheating, although I know he did go run off and go on trips with other girls and do these other things, and we'll ask like if him and her were even together, like when he was doing those things, because they might not have been. You know, Dinyelle doesn't exactly strike me as like being super honest, especially when she's emotionally upset about something. So I want to see like what the cards are going to say is the truth in that situation. But I feel that this Three of Swords was more about the other lies, the other ways that he was misled, all the other complications that came with Danielle's life that he wasn't expecting, that came along and blindsided him. And then on top of it, here's this person that he saw as emotionally manipulative, which we see. He said in tell-alls and after shows and whatnot that all she has to, like, that she just immediately resorts to crying. And he completely, with this Death card and then the Lovers card in reverse, that never worked on him. It pushed him further away from her and made him want to separate himself from her more. It's like Spirit keeps talking about it being like he actually would have been okay being in a marriage that was more of a companionship than anything else, as long as he didn't feel like he had to go through like what he considers to be like emotional torture to have to deal with it. It's like if she was nice to me, she didn't smell, we got along good, bills were getting paid, we could go to dinner on Fridays and like have a good time, like I would have been cool with it. But because she always resorted to being this very emotionally manipulative person, it caused me with this Eight of Cups to just continually walk away from her. It didn't matter when she would chase after me, because he got to the point that he was just so over it that all he was looking for was this escape route to get away from it. He's actually doing very well for himself financially now too, that he's no longer with her. Let's see. And again, you know, this is one of those situations where I have an issue with that show, that people think like, oh, well, I brought you over here from another country, so you should just be like, have no standards and have no expectation that you should be living some kind of a halfway decent life, and I can be emotionally abusive to you because you have to depend on me. And it's like, you don't get to just treat somebody like crap and expect that they'll just take crumbs just because they came from a different country. Like, you know, especially when it's just, it really upsets me seeing the, I don't know what you would call it, foreigners, how they get treated sometimes on these shows. Or then like when it's the other way, they're going somewhere like Ethiopia. The guy says, I make $80 a month. And they're like, I want a $1,500 a month apartment. And it's like, why would you expect that that person's suddenly going to be able to provide a standard of living that they couldn't provide when they only had to support themselves? Now they also have to support you too. And you expect that somebody that's living in a lower income area in a different country is going to have opportunities that we don't even have in the lower income areas in our country. Like, that's also the other thing that just astounds me. And some of these people too, I'm like, do you even pay $1,500 a month for your apartment back home? Because if that's a lot of money in the United States, it certainly is heck going to be a lot of money in a different country, you know? So I don't know, it's just odd to me. Okay. Well, I do see that they're definitely friends with each other now, which is good. again, Mohammed, like, you're doing exceptionally well for yourself financially as this King of Pentacles. Just be careful, because there's this Devil card here with this King of Wands energy, that you could, like, have some guy come along that's trying to tell you, like, oh, like, we can start a business or a TV show or something like that, that could definitely try to cause some problems in your life, especially with trying to capitalize off of your finances, Mohammed. Now, as far as Dinyelle goes, she's not doing so great in this financial sense right now. She's better than she was, but things are very precarious for her with this Queen of Wands and Seven of Pentacles energy. Dinyelle, I wonder, like, what your placements in your chart are that affect this for you, because there's something here about, like, she always has to work a little harder for money, and it always, like, falls out of her pocket as soon as she receives it. So, because there's this Tower card right behind you with this Page of Pentacles, and so it's like she's one of those people that could very easily fall for the Uncle Prince from Nigeria kind of person. Or it's like, I got all this money, I signed this big check, and then she has to turn around and there's like a $12,000 lawsuit judgment in her mailbox from some accident that she was in 10 years ago. It's like, she doesn't have a lot of luck around money. And again, like I said, it's very hard with the Seven of Wands for her to hold on to it. It's like, she's always having to keep working and working and working, and whatever she gets, it's right out the door again. Also, Dinyelle, be careful, because there is this King of Cups who wants to come into your life, but he's not being honest with you with this Fool card energy, because the outcome with this man would be a Three of Swords, that he would be cheating on you with another woman. So you're being asked to really step into your, like, listen to your gut and your intuition with this High Priestess energy right here. I don't really see another girl coming in for Mohammed, though. Let me see, because all I saw was him, like, working with other guys, like, around business stuff. Spirit, is Mohammed going to end up with anybody else? Like, so cloudy outside. I'm just like, oh my god, like, I can't wait to have, like, a nice, like, cold, stormy day, windy, rainy, thunder, like, big bowls of soup and tea. Like, I've just been looking forward to, like, that part of fall so much. I'm in California. A girl can dream. We need the rain. Okay. I don't get, like, I get there's going to be some disappointments coming his way as far as romance is concerned. And it's not, like, anything big. It's more like, I started to get to know you, and then you kind of turned out to not be, like, super great. So then I had to kind of walk away, you know, and it's like a lot of that kind of stuff. Or you walk away from me. It's like start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Like, but we've all been there, you know, like you meet somebody, you're all excited, you're telling your friends, like, oh my God, I met the cutest guy. And then, like, the next time they ask you about him, you're like, never mind, he sucks. And it's like, you know, he either just ghosted you or said something dumb, or you found out he had 8 baby mamas. It's like the same kind of thing in this, you know, like he kind of goes through that a lot. I don't see any woman actually showing up and sticking around in this spread, though. I really don't. I don't get any female energy. I get a lot of coin cards, a lot of the pentacles, a lot of wands, so I do get that. I think that a lot of it too with him is he is so focused on building some sort of a foundation and a future and a financial, like, nest egg or whatever you would want to call it, safety net, whatever, that I just get that being so much of his focus that it's like, even when he's trying to, like, even when he gets around to it, you know, like I said, and it's like, oh, you start talking to somebody, then you lose interest or whatever happens, and then you no longer care. It's like, even at that, like, he has his little disappointment moments, and then it's like, I don't even care to go out there and try to find anybody else right now. So since that didn't work, I'm just going to go back to focusing on work. And then he'll get to the place where it's like, do you want to be alone forever? You should try. He goes out, somebody disappoints him, then it's like, screw it, I'm going back to focusing on my work, you know, like that kind of stuff. So, I mean, and I didn't get any guys either for like coming in for romance for him, for those who still are stuck on the idea that maybe he's more romantically into men, but I didn't get anybody coming in for a relationship for him, at least not anybody that's significant enough that Spirit wanted to show us or that would come up in the next year or two. So if you do happen to see on social media, like, he seems like he's hanging out with somebody a lot or flirting with them or whatever, it's not really anything that's going to stick around too long to get too excited about or, you know, look into. So I hope this helped for my 90-day fiance fans that just wanted to know, was there ever any genuine intention behind it? I don't think with either one there actually truly was. I think that both of them just jumped into this figuring that they would fix it and make it work somehow, and then both ended up very disappointed that there was zero compatibility or anything that would be able to hold them together to make a real long-lasting connection. But they both seem to be doing better without each other, so I hope that helps. Dinyelle, get yourself a financial advisor. You need it, girl. You don't want to be that 80-year-old woman who's still stressing out about how you're going to make the rent. So I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful day. Once again, if you wanted to book a personal private reading with me, all the information will be in the description box below. We will be doing our first giveaway, not another, but our first giveaway at 300 subscribers and another one at 500, and we are very close. So make sure that you guys are continuing to like, comment, subscribe, do all of those things. I do truly, truly appreciate it. My phone is still taking forever to freaking load because there was a shout out that I was trying to do. I think I just need to like restart it or something. I swear it's not the service and it's not my internet, it's the phone. Okay. 10 Hut 1000. Thank you so much for subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate it. If you guys have been commenting, you will hear your name as a shout out in one of these videos coming up soon, I promise. So I hope you all have the most amazing weekend, and I will see you again soon.